everybody, Vanessa Pollock from Pollock Properties Group at Keller Williams Realty. And I have the distinct privilege and honor of representing an incredible iconic home in Maplewood, New Jersey that's for sale at 8 Woodland Road. Now, what's exciting about 8 Woodland Road, beyond its architecture and location and just the gorgeousness of the house, is its history and the generations of people who have grown up in this home. And today we have the privilege and pleasure of getting to speak to Chris and his wife Bianca. And Chris grew up in this house. And beyond growing up in this house, Chris is also a part of our world because he now lives in Maplewood for some time. He came back to it. And he's a small business owner in Maplewood with the Soma Brewing Company with his partners. And they just had a very successful Oktoberfest at the Woodland, a block from here. And they just raised an unbelievable amount of money for music education in our school district through the Achieve Foundation and through My Music Initiative. So the mashup here is unbelievable. But thanks for coming to your old
great.
house.
I'm so glad you invited me.
Yeah. So when did you live at 8 Woodland Road? Okay, the gutters are getting cleaned right now, and so just great home maintenance is taking place. No worries. No worries.
Gosh, I moved here when I think I was about 5 years old. We used to live across the street, directly across the street.
At 11
Woodland Road. I was born in that house. And then when I was 5 years old or so, we moved across the street here.
Yep.
And I remember rolling tires across the street. We moved all our own stuff. So and then I spent my whole childhood in this house.
So moved in when you were 5, and then when did you move?
My parents sold the house about 10 years ago.
Wow, so you were an adult.
Oh yeah. And when I met my wife Bianca, we met. My parents still lived here.
Spent our first Christmas here together.
Your first married Christmas here.
Yeah.
That's awesome, you guys. Well, let's go in. I would love to just have you share with us as we go through, like, where the memories are. Right?
Oh, they're everywhere.
I'm sure they are.
This was our, where you came in and out. Mostly we used the back door, but the one thing I did notice here is that they had the original flooring.
Oh,
so that's
they sure
what the flooring used to look like, and I love that they kept that because that's how.
And was that all the way through the entry when you were growing up?
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, and
I mean, from a realtor standpoint, look at this closet. I bet all of you could have fit in here. There were how many?
7.
7.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So there was enough room for all the coats.
And my parents will probably hear this for the first time, but they used to hide our Christmas presents in here, and I knew that they did. And we told them, and I used to come and look before Christmas.
Well, now they know.
Now they know. Now they know.
Well, come on in. Let's head on in.
So probably a lot of holiday memories, but this is where, like, whenever we had holidays, we had our, the Christmas tree over here.
Where did you put the tree?
Right in the corner.
That corner.
Yeah,
okay.
right in the corner. The stockings were always here.
Yep.
This was a library. Looks like, what it is now, basically.
Yeah.
But I mean, I used to play. My brothers used to play here all the time.
What's the age range for your siblings?
I guess there's probably. Oh gosh, I should know this, but I don't. My oldest brother's close to maybe 12 years.
Okay.
Something around there.
Wow, that's amazing.
So yeah, me and my next older brother Mike, we used to play in here all the time. My mom used to yell at us because this was the nice dining room.
Oh, dining room.
Living room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Us moms, we like to have a room that's ours.
That's right. Well, they tried.
This was your mom's until you and Mike came in.
It was tough for her, yeah.
That's awesome. Did you guys use that sunroom in any way?
We didn't use that much. I love that they use it now. But my mom was a musician, and so she used to keep all of her music instruments and stuff in there.
So cool.
And all her files and CDs and all that kind of stuff.
Cool.
So we didn't go too much into that room. This was the library, and they've done a great. I love what they did to this house, but I also love the things they didn't change. Like these build-ins are exactly the same.
Really?
Yeah, even these. These are exactly the same.
Wow.
And I remember them. But remember, we had the Encyclopedia Britannica up here, and
this is pre-Google.
Yeah. So when we had book reports, we just went to the encyclopedia. And when my dad came home, you know, he would do his work in here and try to get a little peace and quiet, but usually it didn't work out. All right, so we're going upstairs, and this was my bedroom growing up, right here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So,
Did you have to share it with anybody?
I did, me and my brother Mike.
You and Mike, okay.
Yeah, so my bed was right here, and Mike's was right here. This room seemed a lot bigger at the time.
2 twin beds.
2 twin beds, and you know, we had a lot of times we had the piece of tape going down right the middle, and we weren't allowed to cross on the other side. And we had this wallpaper that was all like little American flags.
Wow.
But yeah, this is where.
You have
this
a
is
good
where we
view
slept.
of the
Yep.
yard.
So this was the side yard, and this window was a little bit of a curse because if we got sent to our rooms, we all played out there all day long.
Yeah.
And so if we got sent to our room, you'd have to sit here and watch everybody else. And it wasn't just us; it was all the neighborhood kids.
This was the neighborhood yard.
Yeah, so you'd have to sit there by the window and watch everyone else play until your timeout was over, and then you could go back down and play outside. But then this was our closet. See, this is exactly the same. And I actually used to hide up here sometimes too.
What?
Yeah.
What, would Mike like hoist you up in there?
Yep, you had to have a partner. So this was all the same. I remember I used to put my height here.
Oh, wow.
Write and put stickers
Yep.
all on here, which my kids do now in their
Yep.
closets. So, yeah, and then when we got older, Mike moved into this bedroom.
Who was in here before him?
This was a guest room.
Oh, okay.
So as soon as Mike started to, you know, he didn't want his little brother, you know, around. So, you know, he wanted his own room, so he moved into here.
Right.
And
So did you guys then share this?
No. So now I didn't have my own bathroom.
Right.
Mike and my sister Susan's bedroom was there, so Mike and Susan shared this one, and I would just kind of jump around to whatever bathroom I had.
Right.
Because my brother Brian and my sister Karen had those 2 bedrooms, which also have
the Jack and Jill.
Have the Jack and Jill bathroom.
So you ended up in the master bath, I'm sure.
That's right. I went straight to my parents' bathroom, which was the nicest one.
That's right.
So yeah, I mean, the
So
layout was great because you can imagine just kids running, you know.
Oh, it's
through
like
the
a
house.
full circle.
Oh yeah, there's nothing
Yeah.
to stop you, so you could, you know, play tag and do all that good stuff. And then this was our, you know, like the same way they have it now. This was our formal dining room. Again, I don't think they left the this, which I love.
The
you know, this was
chair rail.
here. You know,
Yeah.
we had wallpaper in here, but
Okay.
but you know, it looks very similar. And you know, this is where we had our holiday dinners, and I had a ton of cousins
Yeah.
in Maplewood, South Orange. So when we had holidays, it was filled with 30 or 40 people,
Wow.
and it was wonderful.
Yeah.
And this is where we had all their stuff.
Let's actually go this way.
Okay.
I would imagine this little seat
Yes.
was
So
something
let me
for
give
you guys.
let me give you the info on this. This was the best hiding spot in the house.
Ah.
We used to play hide and seek, and
Oh,
you could
looky
hide
there.
in
You'd
there.
have to be tiny to get in there.
Yeah, and I was. But you could hide in there, and I probably spent hours in there.
That's awesome.
But that was my secret spot, but you know, didn't last very long.
Right.
This was the bar. Once I got in high school, I started to appreciate this this area of the house. College.
21 and up. Soma Brewing Company.
That's right.
21 and up.
Drink responsibly. Yeah, no, this was. I think they redid the backsplash and the cabinet, and I guess they redid all the cabinets. But yeah, this was always a bar, and didn't use it too much, but you know, came in handy in holiday, like when we had holiday parties and things like that.
Yeah, awesome.
And this was our kitchen. My mom redid our kitchen when I was in high school, I think. So this, it looks a lot. We put this island in. I remember when she redid it.
Really? Your mom put the island in?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And kind of redid this, and everything looks very similar. And then they redid all the countertops and the backsplash. Looks great.
Yep.
But this was also our TV room. So the TV was in there,
Okay.
And then, yeah, I don't know what they have. I don't think. Okay, so they use it. So yeah.
So
they had
it's
a
pantry
TV.
now.
Right. So there's a TV you could pull out and just kind of go like this.
Cool.
And then our couch, we had a couch and a kitchen table right over here.
Wow. So this is where
yeah, so everyone hung out. So when you came down on a Saturday morning, my mom was cooking. We were all watching TV.
Yeah.
And there was somebody eating breakfast at the table. That's what I remember about.
What year would that be? Not to age you, but.
I mean, that was mostly the 90s. I started high school in 91.
And you went to Columbia High School?
No, I didn't.
No.
I went to Catholic school all the way through. So I went to Our Lady of Sorrows in South Orange.
Awesome.
And then Bailey Ellard, which was in Madison, but it's closed. Closed about 10 years ago.
Okay. And then you left, and when did you come back to Maplewood?
Yeah, we left. I got a job in the city after law school. I went to Seton Hall.
Yeah.
That was, how long ago? That was when we got married.
What year?
Right before we got married.
Yeah, we were in the city in 2008. We came back here December 2013.
13.
Yeah.
So you've been here 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back 5 years.
That's awesome. And join us. When you think through like growing up in Maplewood and then now you're raising a family, right? You guys have 3 kids.
Yep.
What was it about Maplewood that you're like, you know what, we're going back. That's our spot.
For me, I'll get personal about it. This was the greatest place to be a kid. And not only this town, but this house.
Yeah.
Because I'm just saying that. I'm not. It was awesome. My dad took the train in and out of the city every day, so he was walking to the train in the morning. As soon as I got home from school every day, I was riding my skateboard down to the village and meeting all my friends there, or to Memorial Park to play football or whatever. It was for me, it was just a perfect place to be, and I wanted so why else, so I wanted my kids to have the same kind of experience.
That's amazing.
So
that's amazing. I think a lot of people grow up in a town and then they're like, I gotta get away,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go make it big somewhere else, and yet more and more we're seeing families coming back to Maplewood and South Orange because of the experience that you had.
It's just, in my opinion, it's just the perfect spot. I'll tell you one story. I remember this. I was in high school and I was driving with my dad, and my dad was in the travel business. Yeah. And so he's been everywhere.
Sure.
And I asked him one time, and this is stuck in my head, I said, Dad, where's the best place you've ever been? And I was expecting him to say some far off place that, and he said, I like it here. It wasn't the answer I thought he was going to give, but he meant that. He said, no, this is
Maplewood is the best place. Yeah. It's funny, I've served many families now in my career, and consistently I have people say, we've lived in, and they rattle off 5 or 6 places around the globe, and they're like, and there is nothing like this community. This is it. So it's amazing.
It's always been like this.
Yeah.
It's everything changes a little bit, but some things stay the same.
And you're so committed to coming back to the town now, raising your 3 kids here, and you're also launching your own small business. I mean, we touched on it a second, but you guys are a part of the next generation of small businesses and community and culture in Maplewood because of Soma Brewing Company, right?
Yeah.
I mean, talk about that launch for a second.
Well, Adam Height and Farnaz Height are, we had this idea of, launching this beer company, and they took it this craft beer company, and we thought, why don't our towns have craft beer? They should. Yeah. So that was really it, and we started. We met them at St. James Gate one night, and we started talking about it, and it just sort of took off from there.
Well, I applaud the action. There's a lot of people who have ideas. Yeah. There's a lot of people who want to see things happen in our town and get started in our town. And they don't take action and make it happen, and you guys have made it happen.
Yeah,
so congratulations.
It's been fun. It's been fun, and we've gotten, the support we've gotten has been overwhelming from local people.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, thank you guys. Yeah. I appreciate you coming through the house and sharing your memories with us, and Yeah, thanks for being a part of our community.
Sure, this is great.
thank you.
And I have such great memories of this. Is a wonderful place to grow up.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Anybody out there has questions about 8 Woodland Road in Maplewood, New Jersey, you can reach the Pollock Properties Group at pollockpropertiesgroup.com. Follow us on Instagram at Pollock Properties Group, Facebook, all the places. And you can call us at 973-544-8484. Thanks so much. See you soon.